right, yes, what do we do first? What do we label everything as? Everything's labeled as real first. Okay, then what about square root of 144? How much is that? That's 12. And then what about negative 135 divided by 3? Negative 45. There you go. All right, so then you either got rational or irrational. What's the first one? Rational. What's the second one? Yeah, number 3? Yeah, number 4? There you go. All right, then you label it. You have. Let's see. Then we go to integers. Is number 1 an integer? Yes. There's no negatives, but it's negative. No decimals, but it's negatives, zeros, and positives. So what about number 2? Nope. Number 3? Yep. And then number 4? Yes. Then you go to whole numbers. Whole numbers are zeros and positives, no negatives. What about number 1? Yep. Number 2? Number 3? Yes, that's a negative. I'm sorry. Yep, you are right. And then number 4? Yes, it is. It is zeros and positives. There you go. No decimals. All right, then you go to natural numbers. Natural numbers are just positive numbers, no decimals. So what about number 1? Yes. Number 2? Number 3? Number 4? No. There you go. Y'all okay? All right, we're going to save the ACT for tomorrow. Wait till everybody gets back. So go ahead and put this in your binder. It goes in your math workshop section. And let's go over your homework from Friday, which was to finish the interval notation. Was that page 13? Is that right? All right. So hopefully you've got the Remind 101. And I sent you a message over the weekend if you have Remind, so you shouldn't have forgotten or anything about this. What numbers did we do? The bottom ones? No, 7, is that right? Okay, so let's look at this. How do you read a book? From which way to which way? Left to right. So on the left, where is this going on the left? Negative infinity, and infinities always get a parentheses. And then where does it stop at on the right? 6. And because 6 has a closed circle, it gets a closed bracket, right? Y'all okay? All right, then number 8. What about the left-hand side on this one? It's open, so it gets what? Parentheses, yep. What's the left-hand number? 5/7. And then where does this one go to the right? And infinities always get the parentheses. There you go. All right, and then number 9. Where's this one going to the left? Negative infinity. Infinities always get a parentheses. And where does it go to the right? 32. There you go. And because it has a closed circle, it gets a closed bracket. All right, last one, number 10. What about this one? What's on the left-hand side? Is the graph on negative 38/9? Where's the graph at? 37/9. And open or closed? So it gets parentheses, right? And then where does it go to the right? Infinity. There you go. And infinities always get a parentheses. Y'all okay? All right, here we go. We're going to do 3 whole problems today, and then that'll be it, okay? All right, so we're on page 15. Grab page 15. All right, we're going to do 2, 3, and 5. 2, 3, and 5, guys. 2, 3, and 5. Okay, so we're going to do the easy ones first. Look at number 2. You see how it's separated? What could I do first to solve this one for G? Add 6. Very good. So G is greater than negative 5. All right, cover up the other one. What would I do first there to solve that one for G? Yep, minus 4. So 2G is less than negative 19. Divide by positive 2. And G is less than negative 9.5. Since it's a 0.5, we can use a decimal since it's a 0.5, okay? All right, so let's graph that. Which one of those is going to come first, the negative 5 or the negative 9.5? The negative 9.5. There you go. All right, what comes out? Let's do whole numbers from there. What comes after negative 9.5?
10.
Negative 9. They go backwards with negatives. Then what? Negative 8. And then what? Yeah. Keep going. Yeah. And negative 5, all right? Okay. All right, what about negative 9.5? What kind of circle does he get? Open. And where does he shade? Where does that one shade? To the left. There you go. All right, what about negative 5? Open circle. And where does it shade? On the right. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right. So did you notice in the middle of those two inequalities what word was there? Or, right? Okay. So at the top of your paper, let's write or problems, shade, and where did they shade? Look at the picture. They shaded away. Very good. And then tomorrow, we're going to talk about and problems. That'll be tomorrow, okay? We'll talk about them tomorrow. All right, so let's look at number 3. Number 3. So they're separated by the word what? Or. So what do I do first to solve this side? Huh? Add the 1. Very good. So that's 18. Divide. And you get 3. All right, what about this one? Yeah. Yeah. Negative 4, divide by positive 8. You only flip the sign if you divide by negative. And that should be negative 0.5. All right, which one comes first in this time? Yeah. What comes after negative 0.5? Well, what comes before it? I'm sorry. How much? 0. There you go. Then 1, 2, 3. All right, so 3 gets an open circle, and he's going to shade to the right. And then negative 0.5 gets a closed circle, and he's going to shade to the left. All okay? All right, let's do one more. Let's do number 5. Number 5 is different. What do you notice about number 5? It's absolute values. And how many answers do you get with absolute values? 2 answers. 2 answers. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. You ready? Let's think back. What was the only thing that we messed with when we did absolute value equations before? There you go. The number that's outside here, right? That's not inside absolute values. And what did we do to him? Made one negative, and we made one positive, right? And then we had we had z equals, but we can't do equals because we've got an inequality, okay? So let's pause right there. All right, do you notice how I put the negative 8 on the left-hand side and the positive number on the right-hand side, just like the number line is? So make sure, it's very important with these inequalities that they're in that order. Does that make sense to everybody? Y'all okay? Yes, no, maybe? All right, let's look at these OR problems. If they shade away, okay, they shade away. Do you see where those arrows are pointing? Yeah? Okay, we're going to do the exact same thing down here. We're going to make sure that those arrows are pointing away from each other. That's why it's such a big deal that they're in the right order, okay? And then if we count by ones, we're going to be there forever. So what do y'all want to count by? 2s or 4s, okay? Which one do you want to do? Let's do 4s, that way we don't have to write so much. and then they both get closed circles. And one thing that you need, I forgot to write this up here. Since this sign right here is a greater than and equal to, and greater thans are OR problems, okay? Those are OR problems. And where do OR problems shade? Where do OR problems shade? Away, there you go. So we're going to shade those away. So as soon as you see that greater than sign, you're going to know it's an OR problem. Y'all okay? Alright, cool. Here we go. Here's what we're going to do. Now you get to do your homework that everybody else has to do at home, and y'all can get it done in class because we're finished. It was supposed to be Friday's homework, but I was nice to you and didn't give you any homework over the weekend. So, what is it? 6, 8, what are the other ones? 6, 8, 10, 11, and 13. Alright, look what it says to do. It says to solve first, and then I wouldn't describe it next, then I would graph it next. So I would solve it and then graph it, then give me the interval notation, okay? Solve it, graph it, then give me the interval notation. Y'all okay? Yeah? Okay, y'all try those real quick.